In this video, we'll see how we can take page level text files, combine them together and make them into a document level text files. So there you are sitting at work Friday 4 p.m. You're ready to go hit the bar, hang out with the boys, and suddenly the project manager comes over and says, hey, I got a small outside production to load. Can you handle this for me real quick? You give it a look and what do you see? Somebody send you a page level text files. Now who does these days anyway? All the software export to a document level text file, but somebody had to click that button, page level text, and export that for you. Well, you got it, you stuck with it, you got to deal with it. Let's see how we can make it work. So here's our Fendant volume on a desktop. We'll open it up. We have a DAT file, we have an OPT, some nice images, and we have these text files. As you could see while I scroll through them, they are on the page level and not on the document level. You could see some of these pages here, 1 through 3. So these need to be combined together to make a document level text file. By the way, if your review system loads page level files just fine, I don't know why you're watching this video. For the rest of you, let's continue. Well, here's what we're gonna do. We're going to make a directory list of text files, and then we're going to take our OPT file, combine those two together, and make ourselves a batch file that we can combine page level text files to document level files. First, we need directory list of all the text files. I'm going to copy the path. I'm going to open Excel. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use my EDD toolbar. I'm going to click on the file list, paste the path, press enter. And if you don't have an EDD toolbar, you can use a dir command, which I have a separate video on, so you can watch that if you don't have an EDD toolbar. Now we have this. We are going to go to our OPT file, open it with some kind of text editor, copy, and paste it right into Excel. First thing we're going to do, make sure our lines line up. If it says 4, this is 4. I'm going to scroll all the way to the bottom. Yes, everything lines up. And maybe check in the middle a couple of times just to be extra sure, because if something's off, you got major problems, stop, don't continue. We are good, so we're going to scroll up and we're going to take our OPT and we'll use text to column command. We'll select delimited, comma, next. We're going to hold down shift and click on the last column and choose text, finish. All right, first column is a Bates number. We have a volume. We don't need that. Path to images, don't need that either. We also don't need our page count. But what we need is a Bates number and whether this is a first page of a document or not. And if we scroll through a little bit, we'll see how we have gaps. That tells us that these need to be combined together. Let's do that. I like to add rows, just column headers. Path, Bates, new doc. And here we'll say destination name. And now we're going to use an Excel formula to populate this. Equals if C2 equals Y, B2, else D1. Okay, that's the formula. We're going to double click on the corner to populate it all the way down. And now we see how these names are all the same. So now we can use the batch file to merge files and name it as that. Let's do that. Make a new column called batch file. And now this is going to be a little long, so stay with me. Equals type, space, and now we need quotes, char34, and A2, and chr34, another quote, and space. And now we're going to use a redirect symbol, but we're going to use two of them, meaning append. And I will specify destination path. So before we do that, let's create the path where we want to write this to. So we'll say desktop merged, copy it, come back here, press F2 to go back to editing, fix some of the mistakes from before. And now we're going to add another quote. Going to paste our path, backslash, and d2.txt and chart34. Yes, that works. Go ahead and copy this formula. I'll pause the video if needed. I'm going to double click to bring it all down. And now we can copy it. Let's go out of this folder, make a new text file, save it, and we'll put it on a desktop. Merge.bat, close it, double click. This is going to run, and in this folder we'll see that our files get merged together. So here's our file 43, which was multiple pages, and we'll see how they all got combined together. While I've always been using this method and I never had any issues, some people said that there may be an issue in a certain mix of encoding. So if you have one file that's Unicode and you combine it with ANSI or ANSI with Unicode, there is certain combination that may be problematic. So you should always check your source encoding, and once you're done copying, open up text files and make sure they're good. And that's how easy it is to merge text files from page level to document. Thanks for watching.